I'm Aimee Johnson, the CMO of Zillow. Well, I want to go all the way back to when I was a kid. My grandma said, that I was meant to be in marketing because the only thing I ever watched were the commercials in between the TV shows growing up. So I don't know, it's been interesting. So I've always loved customer experiences my whole career. And when I was approached by Zillow, they were talking about moving from a model where it's an advertising model, so agents buy spots on Zillow, to an end-to-end customer real estate services model. And just knowing how hard real estate is, like to find an answer, to know how to move forward, to understand what your choices are, to buy and sell at the same time, like it's so hard and it shouldn't be this miserable. And just to hear the leadership talk about the possibilities of really totally reimagining real estate, I mean, that just sounded like an amazing challenge as a marketer, as a business person, to be part of that journey. So I was really, really drawn to the mission and the vision the team had. Yeah, I think, in moving from 1.0 to 2.0, really taking us from a product-based communication, very functional-based communication, to more of an emotional space. So the two ads that we have, so Journeys and Susan's, both do that. So I'm super proud of the team because it's not the same. If you look at our competition, it's somebody coming into the house and being really happy and they're all excited to be in the house. Everything looks exactly the same. And being the leaders that Zillow is, first mention, awareness, any other way you want to cut it, we have to differentiate ourselves. And the way to differentiate is to take that emotional space while still working down funnel. So it isn't just total emotion brand, but it's also taking brand down funnel. And I'm super proud that we're able to move that direction. I love how marketers get to use their whole brain every day. Like we set the context because we know what customers want the best. We know where our brand needs to be. We get to be creative while we understand analytics. We have to set structure for teams to be able to work their best every day. We get to tell great stories and be relatable to people. So I think this whole brain, it's not just one part of the brain, it's the whole brain. And that's just super exciting to see. So this was super early in my career. This is when I was at Campbell's. I was a brand manager. I really wanted to be a senior brand manager. I already thought I'd shown everybody everything. And one of the SVPs at the time pulled me aside and she said to me, she goes, you can't bake a cake at 500 degrees to get it done faster, it'll burn. You can't bake a cake at 200 degrees, it'll be undercooked. So sometimes you just need to bake a cake at 350, and so it comes out looking and tasting like a cake. And she's like, as a business person, as a marketer, sometimes in your career, you've got to be like the cake. If you move too quickly, you're not learning enough, you're not learning enough depth, you're not learning from your mistakes, and if you move too slowly, you might be missing some of the things, some of the actions, some of the spaces you need. So if you just sit and you listen and you learn and you fail and you move forward, you'll be ready. So it was her way of saying, like, it's the right balance between what are you learning, what are you doing, what are you showing, and don't just be like, I need that next title. It's already been a year. What are you people, it really put some context in for me. I talked a little bit about how we're moving from an advertising model to an end-to-end real estate service model. And so while we have a ton of visitors, which is awesome, of customers that are coming in through the moving process. So we had, I think it's like 2.5 billion visits to Zillow in the first quarter of this year, which is great. We want to try to help them not just dream and start facilitating and finding their home, but helping them all the way. I don't know if you know or the viewers know, we offer home loans, we have closing services, we in 25 markets can buy your house and sell you Zillow homes. And so that's great. So we're standing up those types of services. And we're also setting up our marketing communication so that we can start driving awareness, because being marketers, we have to drive the awareness, we have to drive people through the funnel. So it's the new ad campaign is all about to move is to grow. So you're dreaming and shopping on our site. You can also get financing on our site. You can also sell your house to us and all these things. And by the way, to move is to grow. No matter what decision you make, it's all going to be okay. And we can help you with that. So it's going to take a while to get there because it is a huge transformation. But we're very, very excited about the journey. Yeah, totally. I would have never thought from working at home all the time, but now it's been great. So I think, I work really hard. I expect a lot from my team. But, the last 18 months, it's just been so hard on so many people. It's everything from mental health issues to all the racial injustice, natural disasters. Remember all the fires? Was it back August or something? So much going on continually. Like there were these arcs of hurt going on continually. You couldn't regenerate yourself. And I really learned the importance of taking time to really be with people and to have empathy and to take a beat or two and just be like, how are we doing? Like, it's going to be okay. What do we need to do to take just that next step, that small move forward? And also just to be real grateful that all of these employees that we've been working with and my team, and be grateful that they've chosen to stay and work with me and my team and our company every day, because you have lots of choice now. There's a lot of, it seems like the market's moving really quickly for employers, and just, be grateful that there's a connection between you and the team every day. So I think empathy, and I'm not going to jump back into like, all right, it's on the hour. Let's go. We got to, it's like, how are we doing? Is everybody all right? Do we need a break? Oh, this person's on DTO. Let them be on vacation. Does it really matter? Do we really need that answer right now? What will we do differently? And if we do need that answer right now, then there better be somebody else that we can go to. So I don't know. Just like the sense of urgency is still there, but the respect for people and the space they're in is much bigger for me. I'm Aimee Johnson from Zillow, and thank you so much for watching On Brand.